let's talk about my current knit and crochet projects. Hello everyone, Rochelle here, and I'm back to share some yarn goodness with you all today. Okay, so let's just jump into the first project that I want to share. I have completed my Musselburgh hat. This is designed by Yzoda Teague. This is my first Musselburgh hat, and I'm so excited, and I do believe it will not be my last. So let's talk a little bit about the pattern itself. Okay, so this is a paid pattern. And the yarn weight, or the gauge rather, is really what makes this project, or this pattern rather, so cool, because it's made for any gauge between light fingering all the way up to DK. And I would actually like to try it in a worsted weight as well. I don't know of anybody that's done it in a worsted weight, but I'd be curious. I have a lot of DK and worsted weight skeins laying around that I would love to make a Musselburgh hat with. And in terms of sizes, you can make a Musselburgh hat for everyone in the family. The size range all the way from baby to adult XL. So that's cool, all the way up to extra large. Okay, so this is mine, of course, and the yarn that I use, this was hand-dyed yarn by Misfit Yarn, and this is on her fingering zebra sock weight, or base rather, and it is 100% superwash merino wool, and the colorway is Violet Sky, and I think that is wonderful. It's a really good name for it. And so the needle size that I used was a US 3, which is a 3.25 millimeter knitting needle. And so, as I mentioned before, I love this hat. I definitely want to make more and a few other different yarn weights. And I can definitely say that I am on the Musselburgh train, y'all. Okay? I think this is a wonderful pattern. I tend to stay away from patterns that, in my opinion, are like overhyped. But this one, I can see it. I can see the hype. I really can. But one thing that's really funny is this hat has a secret. So I ran out of yarn. I played yarn chicken and I lost, y'all. Okay, I lost. And so here's my little secret. So I ran out of yarn. And so I went in my little leftover pieces of yarn trying to find something that would be close or work with this. And so I had some yarn that I had hand dyed, and it was a sock weight. So this yarn is 100% superwash merino wool, but my tiny little scrap piece here is 75% superwash merino wool and 25% nylon. And it works really well. The only difference is with my little extra yarn here, the twist is a little bit tighter, but other than that, like, I think it works really well, and it picks up some of the pink in the other parts of the hat. So yeah, that's my little secret with this hat, but I'll be wearing it on the other side. So, there's no problem there. I was a little worried, even while making the hat, that this hat was going to be way too big. What I found that, one, I can wear it as a slouchy hat, but two, I can roll it up with the brim. It is a little bit snug, or excuse me, I wish it was a little bit more snug. I wish that it had some negative ease, because it has a lot of positive ease. But with my hair, with my locks, they're getting thicker, and so to tell you the truth, I think this size is probably really good for my hair. Yeah, I think it's really good for that. So, yes. Now, I did wet block this hat. The color did run a little bit. The color did bleed. But here's the thing. So as soon as I received this yarn, this was a gift from my friend Marquita of Marquita Makes Naughty Crush. As soon as I saw this yarn, I was like, okay, I know what color dye they use, because I am a yarn dyer. And so I looked at this and I was like, huh, I think this is gonna bleed. So when I wet blocked it, of course, the color of the water was super purple. But the thing is, it did not bother me though, because I knew going into this, before I even casted this hat on, I was like, I think that yarn is going to bleed a little bit. And because I kind of knew that going into it, I have no problems with this. No problems at all. I am really happy with this. And, you know, I think it's beautiful. Look at that crown. That crown is amazing. But yeah, no complaints. I love the yarn. It is super, super squishy. It's a wonderful, wonderful yarn. It's a wonderful pattern. I definitely recommend, you know, if you want to make one of these, I know there's a bazillion patterns on Ravelry of people making this hat, but I think it's really cool. The only thing you have to get past is that pinhole cast on. That can be done with a crochet hook as well, but that part's a little, you know, interesting. You know, it's a little difficult because you're using DP ends on such a very, very small circumference. But once you get past that, it's not bad. It's not bad at all. So it took me 5 months to knit this hat. Now, does it take an entire 5 months? No, but this hat was my purse project. In other words, it stayed in my purse. Whenever I was out and about, I'd work on it. If I was waiting on an appointment, I would work on it. It was kind of just like my purse project. And so now I need to find a new purse project. I don't know. I don't know if I want to make another one of these or what I want to do. So yeah, I have to think about that. But overall, I am extremely pleased with this hat. And yeah, I think it's great.
Babe, I want you.
let's talk about my next project. So the Musselburgh hat, of course, is finished, yay! But this next project I am still working on. And then I have one more to show you, and I'm still working on that one too. Okay, so the yarn that I'm using for the next project is Paint Box Yarns, and this is Simply Chunky. It is 100 grams, 3.5 ounces, 136 meters, 145 yards, and it is 100% acrylic. And it is a number 5 bulky weight. And it just has a color number, 337. Oh, so I looked on the website for this color name, and it is Midnight Blue. Beautiful color. I actually won this in a giveaway. Yeah, it was Knit and Crochet Nevada, I do believe. Yeah, that's where I won this giveaway yarn. So it's, it's super special. Okay, so I'm running out of room per usual. Okay, so here is my project. And this is the current ball that I'm working on. And it's probably going to go across the floor like everything else. Even like before I started the video today, I dropped my ball of yarn 3 times before pressing record. Okay, let's see, make sure. All right. So this is the Wave of Change jacket that is designed by Denise Byron. So this is a paid pattern, and the yarn weight required is a bulky weight yarn. And the bust circumference is between a 36-inch to a 63-inch bust, and that is 91.5 to 160 centimeters. And so this pattern is designed with 2 to 4 inches of positive ease, and that is 5 to 10 centimeters of positive ease. And so I am knitting the size 4, and it's working out beautifully. I've already showed the yarn. I think I had like, I'm not sure how many skeins of this I have used already. I'll have to look back at my Ravelry page. And of course, I'll leave that link below. But yeah, so I still have enough left. And so far, I've done the collar, of course, the body, and I've done 1 button band. And so this is actually called a buttonless button band because it requires snaps instead of like actual buttons. And I have started on the 2nd button band. And I am using my Chiaogu needles. And this is from my interchangeable set. And so for the body, I'm using a US 10, which is a 6 millimeter. And for the ribbing and the button band, I'm using a US 9, which is a 5.5 millimeter. And so it's beautiful. I love the purl ridges. It kind of adds like, I know, kind of like a palette cleanser because it's, you knit and stockinette, and then boom, you have a purl row. It's fun. It kind of creates like this nice ridge. And so I love that element, and it just keeps you, wanting to knit and knit more and more because you just want to get to that next purl ridge. So I really like that about it. And also it is knit top down, which is fantastic. And so I'm loving this. Now, when I do get finished with this project, I am going to do a complete video dedicated to this pattern. I think I'll have even more to talk about once I'm done. I still have the sleeves to go. And of course, I still have one of the button band. So I'm going to make an entire video about this. Hopefully, I'll finish this month. If not, it'll be next month. I am not in a rush at all, okay? So this is called a jacket, but, I think maybe you could think of it as a cardigan too. And the reason why I'm saying that is because I definitely want to enter this into the year of the sweater make along. And I'm going to talk a little bit about that towards the end of the video.
I don't want us to go. Yeah, you could be my lifeline, you could be my sunshine. In a world so full of pain, can you make it go away? Used to be so sad that love was lost, but now it's here to stay. Yeah, I used to be uncomfortable, but look at me today. Never thought I'd find someone like you, someone to show the way. But now I know you're the answer to my prayer.
So here's that. Let's see. I'm going to put you down here so I can have some room because I'm running out of room. It's insane. Okay, so before I move on to my next project, I did want to talk about what I am wearing. It's beautiful, it's bright, it's red. This is the honeymoon wrap that is designed by Nicole Michael. And I was actually in her test group. So, you know, I got first dibs on it. But I made an entire video about this wrap as well, and I will link that. It talks about the yarn that I used and, you know, the crochet hook size and everything, but it is really nice. It's super long. As you can see, I already have it tied around me twice, and it feels wonderful. It's warm, but not like too warm. So, you know, it's nice for a day like this. It's quite beautiful and sunny today here in Eastern North Carolina. So this is kind of like the perfect thing to wear. And I'm going to be going out soon. So I'm looking outside to see how windy it is, but it's a really beautiful day. So I think this will be perfect. Okay, so let's move on to the next project. I am making the Twist Swancho designed by Ashley Kaiser of Sorella. All right, so let's talk about the pattern first, and then I will talk about the yarn, the crochet hook, all that good stuff. And it calls for worsted weight yarn. This is how much I've done so far. It's a lot of crocheting, but I am just enjoying the process. I am definitely more of a product crocheter and knitter, but I am trying my best to enjoy the process. And, you know, I'm really trying to just like focus on my stitches, you know, enjoy the process, but all the while I'm thinking, I really want this top. I really want this product. So I have to kind of, you know, calm myself down a little bit. But anyway, the sizes are between an extra small to 3XL. Now, one thing that's interesting about this pattern is that the sizing isn't based on your bust measurement. The sizing is based on your shoulder circumference. So, for example, took a few notes here. I am crocheting the size XL, which has the dimensions of 22 inches long and 36 inches wide. So that 36 inches is from this shoulder to that shoulder. So, that's kind of how you measure it. So when you're thinking about making this, you can just measure your shoulders from side to side and come up with your number. I think when I measured myself, I was like 34 inches or something like that. But I wanted a little bit more positive ease because I was debating on whether I wanted to make the large or the extra large, but I went with the extra large because I would have a little bit more ease, and I want this to have some drape to it, but at the same time, it is designed to be oversized. And also I am a loose crocheter, so I've been really looking and checking the size as I've been making this. And I think even now, it looks like it'll be good, but I have been checking as I go along. So the pattern doesn't mention like the ease measurements. However, it is designed to be oversized. So just keep that in mind when you are making your project. Okay, so let's talk about the yarn that I'm using. I am using Brava, which is by Knit Picks. It is a worsted weight yarn, and it has 218 yards, which is 100 grams. And it is a number 4 weight yarn. And it is 100% premium acrylic. And it is super soft. And it's also offered at crochet.com, which is We Crochet. And then you have knitpicks.com as well. And this is in the colorway Dublin. I've really been into the greens lately. If you all remember, I knitted the home cardigan in green. And so I've really been into the greens lately. I've really been enjoying this. Okay, so let's talk about the hook size. This is the hook size that I'm using. So this is a USI, which is a 9, and it is a 5.5 millimeter crochet hook. And this is fun. This is definitely one of my favorite crochet hook sizes. And unfortunately, I don't get to use it a lot. So it's really nice to be able to use this. Now, what's interesting about this swancho is that basically a swancho is a poncho and a sweater together. It's kind of like a poncho with sleeves. It's kind of like the way that I think about it. And the way you make this is that you just make 2 rectangle panels. One rectangle is going to be slightly wider than the other. And this is the back panel. But when I do the front panel, when I'm done with it and I'm seaming it up, I'm going to twist it in the front. And that's how you get that look. And so it's basically just sewn together with the twist in the front. And I think it'll be pretty easy to figure out. I think I've made some headbands with a similar construction. So we'll see. And in terms of skills, this is a definitely beginner-friendly pattern because the only thing you need to know how to do is to chain and double crochet in the back loop. If you can do those things, you got this, okay? It will not be a problem for you. And so far, because I haven't finished yet, but so far, so good, and I would definitely recommend it.
I ran away from heartbreak. Got nothing in return for my pain. I never thought I'd be so empty, so alone and afraid. Wasn't looking for a lover. Nobody understood where I've been. I guess I thought I needed more time to protect my love from potential offense. So I then you and you, but I so you and I'm not surprised by what I found, 'cause I know I needed something different and it had to be you. Out the blue, somebody who would listen, and it had to be you. Out of all the people to revive my love, couldn't be just anyone. My baby, it had to be you.
Let's talk about the year of the sweater make-along. So far this year, I think I have made 4 sweaters for the make-along. So I have 2 cardigans and 2 sweaters, I do believe, so far. So that's exciting. And I am co-hosting this with Trish of Tie Dye Diva, and I will link her channel below. And so we are definitely looking forward to seeing your finished projects. So far, I've been in the Ravelry thread, and I've been on Instagram under the hashtag looking at all of y'all's projects. And I'm telling you, y'all are doing wonderful. So the winners for January and February have already been chosen, and so you can look back on my videos for that, or Trish videos. I'm actually also like showcasing the winner on my Instagram as well. And just a little note about the Instagram portion: when you are submitting, I want you to use the hashtag year of the sweater MAL, but also if you would tag me as well in the post, because for whatever reason, Instagram is doing this crazy thing where they're not showing all the posts under the hashtag. It's like I cannot keep up with the algorithms of social media. I can't do it. It's the weirdest thing. I don't really know what is happening, but it's happening. Okay, so just keep that in mind if you decide to join us for the make along. All right, so let me know in the comments below. Have you knit or crochet any of these projects, or are you interested in making any of these? Of course, I will leave the links to all of this stuff, all of these patterns in the description box below. Also, let me know what you worked on while watching, or just, like, did you just chill? Did you fold laundry? Whatever. I always love reading those comments. Some are really funny, and I really enjoy that. Yeah, I just like reading y'all's comments in general. Like, I really, really do. And so I just wanted to thank you all so much for clicking that like button, and thank you for clicking that notification bell. I think that is super awesome. So also check out my YouTube community tab. We ask a lot of fun questions over there and have really cool conversations. And once again, I just enjoy reading and knowing kind of like what you all are thinking. So thank you so much for watching. And until next time, bye.